Welcome back, long drivers, to a new episode of Smash Factor. It's your host, Alex Wover, and we are back for a new episode. Talk about March, because March is right around the corner, and that means big events, big swings, and bigger competition in the world of long drive. We're breaking down everything coming up next month, and most importantly, how you can step up, swing hard, and test your might starting today. Whether you're looking to enter your first event or just want to see where your power stacks up, we've got all the details you need. Let's get into it. But first, let's thank our sponsors before we start. T-Claw, Buzz Clear, 4 Yards More, 1764, Yingling Brewing, Groove, Perfect Hands, Shark Attack Golf, Tech, Catalyst, and Copper Fit. Let's jump right into the results from the past events, starting with the second event in Coastal Carolina League, where we had two winners, Keith Klebacher in the Open Men's Division with a drive of 428 yards, and Jace Norman in the Open Men's Pro, just getting him by 1 yard with 429 yards. Moving over to the Minnesota-Iowa event, their fourth of the season, Jordan Carroll in the U9 Girls Division went 120 yards, while Rob Hansen in the Open Men's Division went 362. Matthew Carroll in the Men's 35 went 343, while Matthew Carroll also won the Men's 40 with a drive of 332. John Glass took home the Men's 60 with a drive of 297, and world champion Gardner Lahette in the Men's 65 took it home with a drive of 256. Moving over to the Mid-Atlantic event, their third of the season, Tyler Garvey in the U13 Boys Division went 228 yards, while James Barnett in the Open Men's Division went 333. Kevin Porter in the Men's 35 went 344, while James Barnett took home the Men's 40 as well with a drive of 330. Not to mention Kevin Porter took home another one as well in the Men's 45 with a drive of 327. Moving into the Women's 45, Jennifer White took that one home with a drive of 228 yards, while Ulysses took home the Men's 50 with a drive of 334. You've been here before. You've heard the Whites' names. Jennifer White also took the 50 with a drive of 230, and Ulysses took the 55 with a drive of 307. Papa Porter, Mike Porter in the Men's 70 went 245. While James Barnett took home another two divisions in the Adaptive and the Valor, going 283 and 297. Corey Garvey in the Open Men's Pro had a nice drive of 395 yards, while Terry Kirkland ended the event taking home the Men's 50 and 55 Pro divisions, going 317 and 345. The Western Carolina event saw three winners at the 4U driving range for double points, including Vanessa Carey in the U17 Girls Division going 188 yards, while Hank Parks in the Men's 40 went 380. Jace Norman ended the event in the Open Men's Pro with a drive of 378. Jace Norman currently on fire to start this season. Moving over to the Mid-Atlantic Series number 4 at Main Swing, Tyler Garvey went 260 yards in the U13 Boys Division, while Dustin Spinato in the Men's 35 had a drive of 353. Kevin Porter took home the Men's 45 with a drive of 348, and here come the Whites once again. Jennifer White in the 45 and 50 with a drive of 195 and 228. Ulysses White with the 50 and the 55 going 339 and 267. Jacob Molnar in the Open Men's Pro Division had a smashing drive of 403, tying Hank Parks for the 10th longest drive this season. Terry Kirkland also took home another two divisions in that event, in the 50 and the 55 Pro going 326 and 309. Let's switch sides to SoCal, go over to the West Coast, where we saw Darian Bell in the U9 Boys Division go 213 yards. Jaron White in the Open Men's Division went 343, while Emily Hirsch in the Women's 35 went 210. Eric Gibbs in the Men's 40 won that with a drive of 353, while Brian Jansen in the Men's 45 went 352. Mark Stoneking, double trouble, where we got the 50 and the 55 divisions with a drive of 348 and 356. Former world champion at this last ULD World Championship, Bob Stumer in the Men's 65 went 311 yards, while Eric Gibbs and James Ray had a battle in the Valor division. James Ray going 332 and Eric Gibbs going 331. The Open Men's Pro saw Kyle Ferraro in that division go 368 yards. Nicole Burt in the Women's 35 Pro went 322 yards. And Cameron A in the men's 40 pro went 329, and Lynn Ray capping it off in the men's 60 pro with a drive of 329 yards. The Western Pennsylvania season opener event for double points saw Alex Illich in the open men's division go 376, just taking out Devon Green by 10 yards. Devon Green, though, did get the men's 35, going 351 yards. The last event, to recap here, the Minnesota-Iowa event number 5, Jordan Carroll in the U9 girls division going 104. Rob Hansen in the open men's and the men's 35, winning that division 368 and 365. Matthew Carroll won the men's 40 with a drive of 299 yards, and Alan Felmy in the men's 60 went 310. Gardner Lahette took home 2 more divisions in the 65 and the senior Valor, going 310 and 280. Now that we've got that out the way, let's jump into the schedule. We talked about March. Well, we got some big things planned. So let's start with this weekend, where we have Utah's season opener. Their March Mayhem event will be for double points at the beautiful Sweet Heat Golf and Long Drive from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Again, March 1st. The second event on March 1st is a big one, and it's the XLD Team Series. Team Black versus Team Red. Team Black looking to go 3-0. If you haven't seen the teams yet, go to our social media pages, Ultimate Long Drive or Ultimate Long Drive 1 on Instagram, and check out the results from that draft and see who's participating in this upcoming event. That's going to be from 8 o'clock p.m. to 11 o'clock p.m. in Fredericksburg, Virginia at X Golf. Check it out. It'll be streamed on wingding.tv. Roku, Android, iOS devices. You can find all that stuff there. Check it out, or go to ultimatelongdrive.com for more information there. March 8th, we have 4 events, jam-packed weekend. Minnesota, Iowa hosting their 6th event of the season at Mulligan's Golf from 10 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. The North American Tour stop ends up in Dallas, Texas on March 8th from 10 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. at the Golf Ranch, Dallas. March 8th will be the Coastal Carolina event number 3 from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. right here in the ULD Academy Training Center, again, March 8th. The 4th event on March 8th is the 4th event of the Central Texas League, which will be at the Golf Ranch, Dallas from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. So, again, check out all that information for the March 8th weekend at ultimatelongdrive.com if you're interested in participating in any of those events. March 15th, we got a solo event. Western Carolina has their 4th event of the season at Partee Golf Center from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. The 22nd has Michigan's first event. Their season opener for double points will be from 11 a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. at Tappan's. And March 23rd, Western Pennsylvania will have their second event for double points, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. at Miller Mulligan's, a part of the Western Pennsylvania League. The last event in March is the 29th, and that's going to be the Mid-Atlantic Top Dog event, their 5th of the season at Top Dog Golf Center from 11 a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. Just a reminder for all the Long Drive members out there, you can head to ultimatelongdrive.com, go to the membership page, and check out some of the promo codes and deals we have on some of our sponsor products here at Ultimate Long Drive. Again, for those interested in the XLD contest, make sure to watch that when it happens this weekend, but also come back here next week to see all the results and check out what happened at that insanely entertaining event. Team Black versus Team Red. It's going to be historically fire. So now that we got everything out the way, thank you for joining us for this episode of Smash Factor. That's a wrap for today. March is shaping up to be an absolute showdown, and the best way to get ready, get out there and test your might. Find an event, hit the range, or just start training, because the road to Long Drive greatness starts now. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay locked in for all the latest updates. Until next time, keep swinging for the fences and smashing those drives. I'm Alex Wober. We'll see you next week.